That's right. That's right. I'm a satirist by day, but by night. But by day, I'm a computer programmer. And last week we had a strategy meeting off-site. It was really important, really fascinating. And they told us about the future of business. And they said half of the people in the room are not going to have a job in 10 years. And that was really amazing to see because everyone was looking at the other side and saying, "I'm finally going to get rid of those assholes." Everybody thinks it's not going to be them. You know, that's the best part. It's like, no, it's going to be you. I'm going to get rid of you. Anyway, I, for one, welcome our new robot masters because there's going to be a lot of benefits. And one of them is burger chefs. You know, they've already invented a robot that can cook 360 burgers in an hour. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, they're going to roll this out. And so in America, when they complain about, oh, you don't get paid enough, there's like McDonald's like, sure, we'll raise your wages to $15 an hour for a year or two. And then you're gone. You know, because the robot chef is the perfect employee. You don't have to pay him. He doesn't get health benefits. He doesn't call in sick. He doesn't play on his smartphone. He doesn't pick his nose and rub it on the furniture. He doesn't have affairs with the other coworkers. He's like the perfect employee. So I think they're right. In that amount of time, I think a lot of us are going to be gone. You know, so they're trying to think. Stimulate us to think about the future. The other people on the chopping block are truck drivers. You know, there's already driverless cars, and it's not going to eliminate just the truck drivers, which is the most common job in the majority of states. It's going to eliminate the gas stations and the hotels and the ladies of the night who work there and the country musicians who write about, you know, truck drivers and all those songs. That's going to go away. And there's waiters and waitresses now. In China, they have a waiter who can not only serve the food faster than most waitresses, but they can make up to 10 different facial expressions, which is more than a lot of waitresses in Amsterdam. But they can do everything, and that's the thing. It's really not gonna last that long. There's robot toilet cleaners, there's robot police, there's really RoboCop. That's coming. That was prophetic. So and there's also sex bots. In Japan, they have sex bots, and they're already using them. And the best thing is you can order a sex bot to be any style you want. You can order a Kim Kardashian sex bot. You can order a sex bot that looks like your best friend's girlfriend or your girlfriend's best friend, or even your wife if you want. You know. So yeah, you could do all these things, and it brings up some moral issues like if you have sex with a sex bot, is it cheating or is it masturbation? You know. Because it's not really sex, is it? And then it's going to introduce other problems, like computer scientists will tell you there's one bug in every 50 lines of computer code. So if there's billions of lines of computer code in the sex bots, little things will go wrong, like maybe she'll come too early or not. And, you know, how are we going to deal with all these problems, you know? And one of the other big problems that's going to come up is what are they going to do with us if half the jobs are gone? Right? Some people say, okay, you can just work one day a week and you can use Facebook all day, it'll be okay. And other people say, well, there'll be a guaranteed minimum income, you know, because the bankers who run the world love us so much, they'll be happy to just give us that money. And other people say, well, you'll be able to just, you know, lay around all day in a nice warm bath and watch movies, as long as you're plugged up to this thing that charges up your robots. Oh wait, that's the Matrix. Sorry. And some people think, yeah, maybe there'll be another war to get rid of all you useless eaters. Sorry, but it could happen. Anyway, they are talking about World War III. There's some hawks in the U.S. Senate who are actually talking about attacking Russia, you know, because of all the tension in the Ukraine. And it's like, well, why do they want to do this? Is it to get them out of World Cup? Is it to get them out of Eurovision? What is this really about? And do they not understand history? Like, you know, what about Napoleon? What about Hitler? What about Gerard Depardieu? I mean, all these people who went to Russia, and they're, you know, why are they doing this? And the only reason they can actually get away with this, you know, is Americans are sort of dumbed down, you know, in the media. In fact, but the CIA admitted a long time ago that they've used the media to dumb down Americans and get us ready for war. I can send you links if you want. I mean, one radio host said, the Russians are actually a bunch of pussies, and they're not even Caucasians. Sorry. Caucasus are in Russia, so that's the joke. Yeah. Everybody got it. Bunch of pushing. But it's really true. But the problem they found is that it's been too effective. The CIA's program to dumb Americans down has been so effective that now the CIA is having trouble filling spots in the CIA. So, they get analysts and they're like, you're American, but you're just too fucking stupid to be in the CIA. So they start getting people from Turkey, or, Syria, okay. Oh, Russia, China, Iran, is there a problem here? So maybe it'll turn out that the CIA is also replaced by robots, which would be fine with me. Another thing Americans are really proud of is that they have the best health insurance in the world. Sorry, the best health care in the world, Really proud of that. And it's true if you're a Saudi prince or a Hollywood actor. It's really wonderful, But for other people, it's not so good. Like, there was a guy in Florida who had an appendectomy. He has appendix taken out, emergency, last year. And when he got home, he got a hospital bill. And the hospital bill, does anybody want to guess what an appendix appendectomy in the U.S. costs? Anyone want to know? Nobody wants to guess. Okay, you don't have to guess. It was $55,000. Really, it's a true story. You can look it up. You can see it on YouTube. But it's not that bad because, his father had health insurance, so he was covered. So he only had to pay $11,000. So he was fine. And then he was upset. So he contacted the hospital, and they said, well, that's just the sticker price. You can negotiate if you want. And I'm thinking, sticker price for an appendectomy? It's like, for the Americans, everything is a car. You get the main price, and then you have to argue it down. So anyway, change the subject. I was in a restaurant the other day, and I went to use the toilet, and they had on this door a schedule of when they had cleaned the toilet, which I thought, I always get a good feeling about that. Like, wow, they cleaned the toilet, they documented it, it's really a good feeling, But I went in and it was a fucking disaster, like wild animals had been in there or something, And I was really disturbed, but all I have to say is it made me really happy that I'd read about a self-cleaning toilet with sensors, and I think that's really the future for all of us. Thank you very much.
Who loves Amsterdam?